Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello,
Hey,
hello.
yo, how y'all doing in this evening?
Holy. This shit's a little fucked. Hold on.
What do you mean? What's wrong with it now? We got so much technical difficulties. So much of it. It's like on two plates. It's crazy.
All right. Hello. Can you guys hear us? Hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello. Yay.
For those of you that are in the chat, please let us know if you can hear us, because we've been going through some shit.
Massive.
Some massive shit. Think we're good.
Okay.
Third party. Liza,
Yeah,
can you hear us? We're good.
okay.
All right, chat. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here on this adventure. We apologize for the technical difficulty. We have a little bit of a different setup.
Yeah, extra stuff.
Kind of.
Well, I'm
We
good.
have a new light. We have a new camera setup. This can actually see us. Ever move our microphone? Doesn't shake the whole fucking camera.
Look at that
Free movement.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to episode 4 of the Untitled podcast. Again, because we still have no fucking name.
Like, again, stupid as fuck.
Stupid as fuck. Maybe that's what we call it. Oh,
Stupid F. I feel like we're too old for F.
I think we're...
Maybe, yeah, probably. If that is claimed by millennials, then yeah, sure. No,
I feel like
that's Gen
That's
Z.
millennial, right?
If that's as Gen Z claimed, I can't. Nope.
can't claim the Gen Zs.
No, I can't.
Nobody claims. Nobody claims them.
That's what I'm saying.
To be honest. How you been, man? It's been what, 3 weeks?
3?
We're a little off schedule because
Damn.
we usually do it every 2 weeks,
We are.
and we are a week behind. So what has happened since the last time that we podcasted? I think for those to catch you up, for those that missed the last one, we talked last time about
So
the
much.
Balloon Fiesta.
Yeah.
Talked a little bit about more Mortal Kombat, how I whooped your ass.
No, I think that's how that time I was fucking you up.
Obviously you don't
Because
remember.
I had gotten better. And I had fucked your shit up.
Obviously you don't remember, so it's fine. Yeah, so what have you been up to in the last 3 weeks since podcast?
We had a birthday party theme for my fiance. We did nothing, and then yet today I had to go to a funeral for one of my friends. Rest in peace. For Archuleta. That's what I've been up to.
Rest in
A little
peace.
bit of grief. Some of the new setup falling apart. Love it. But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
So we had your fiance's birthday.
Yeah.
We had my mother's birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
We did a combined thing. We actually were supposed to dress up.
We were, but then
It's
it's kind of too late.
a little disingenuous,
So
right?
happens, and you forget to dress up, and I forgot. I completely spaced that.
To be fair,
Mhm.
we have been trying to get this whole thing set up for the last hour.
Yeah.
And generally when we start this podcast, we are not as drunk as we are.
True.
I think we took 4 and a half, 5.5.
5
Was it 5?
shots.
Yeah, we took 5 shots before we started this podcast.
We're about to take one right now.
And we're going to take one right now. So for those of you guys that are watching here with us live, we would definitely appreciate it if you guys are drinking. Go ahead and pour up some drink, pack a bowl, roll a joint, whatever you're feeling this lovely evening. And join us in a moment of camaraderie.
Turn up.
And turn
Yeah.
up a little bit.
Get low.
I have a feeling that this podcast is going to get pretty fucking degenerate. Wait. Hold on. Jasmine.
Mm.
No, so Jasmine here. You remember her? She was kitten, combat arms. She said that she can't drink anymore. It would hurt the baby. So Jasmine.
Oh wow.
Jasmine, are you telling me right now that you're a pregnante? Pregnant?
Wow.
Pregnante? No fucking way, dude. That's fucking amazing. I'm so fucking happy for you. That's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Don't hurt that baby. Yeah, don't drink.
Baby.
Don't drink.
That's so amazing. I'm really happy for you. That's fucking awesome. Are you excited? Are you nervous? You just wanted to see my face? Wait, so you're not pregnant?
I'm so confused.
Oh, okay. You are pregnant. That's fucking awesome, dude.
I mean,
so for those of you that are listening, maybe not watching. Excuse me, sorry, my throat's a little fucked. One of our viewers in the live stream is actually one of my old, very good friends. And she is pregnant. So everybody wish her the best. That's fucking amazing. That's so awesome. How far along are you, Jazz, if you don't mind asking?
well, yeah.
So Jasmine just put in the chat, I really thought you would have had a baby before me. Well, for those that are just listening.
Oh, facts. We on that kind of.
Well, sometimes, sometimes when people will put on a podcast and like just listen to it in the background.
Okay, a video.
Even if it is the video. Yeah.
See, smart. Well, to you.
Cheers to you, Jazz.
To the baby.
And the lovely baby that's growing inside you. Miracles. Salud.
There was a massive crash down. Cool.
Sorry about that, guys. We had my cats were being a little shitheads and trying to bust through the fucking.
As cats do.
As cats do. 6 weeks though. 6 weeks. That's fucking insane. Okay. So we're gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here. Podcast. I apologize, but 6 weeks. So I'm guessing that this wasn't planned.
What do you mean?
I don't think she. I would assume she didn't plan to get pregnant.
Why?
It was not.
Okay. I was gonna say why by 6 weeks?
I was just curious. I mean, like, I don't know.
You're like, by 6 weeks? Yeah, it wasn't planned. And I was like, what do you mean?
It's not a time frame thing. Well, maybe.
Is it just because you know her? Is that why?
It's probably what it is. It's probably because I know her. It's
that makes sense.
Damn. Pull out game not strong.
You know the guy, right?
I know him, sort of. Like, we've played games together.
Well,
I've known her for fucking since middle school, so that's like what?
But like video game wise?
Yeah, I mean a little bit.
But you've never met in person, right?
Never met in person.
That's
I've
what I'm
never
saying.
met her in person.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you don't really know like this guy, but as much as you know her, like, but less time.
Sure. We'll go with that. Damn. That's fucking crazy. Fucking babies, dude.
No.
No, not you don't fuck babies,
No,
but like fucking babies, dude. That's crazy.
I don't.
You don't.
I still say no.
Still say no?
No.
Damn. Okay, so is he excited too, Jazz? Is he ready? I wouldn't be fucking ready. Would I be ready? Oh, fuck no. That's crazy.
I don't know, mate. What?
I don't know. Anyways, we're going off on a way fucking tangent. Jazz, you fucking threw a monkey wrench. Whole fucking we didn't have.
Beginning. Yeah. that was non-structured in the first place.
Non-structured in the first place. So Ryan, tell me, how's your week been? Anything new happen? I mean, aside from funerals and stuff.
Yeah.
But aside from that, is there?
Not a damn thing. Just been kicking it. Finished Gen V. Gen V was wonderful. Final finale came out last Thursday and caught up on it. What that?
Oh, so I can watch it now.
Yeah, if you want to binge it, heads out. Full. It was good. Can't wait for The Boys season 4.
Is this season 4 already?
Yeah, we're up there.
Well,
3.
then I need to watch
Some
that.
of that. Yeah, give it a
Good?
watch. It is good. It's
Like,
pretty
how good is it compared to?
If you watch The Boys, then it's comparable. It's comparable. That's the exact same, but like from perspective.
Okay. Definitely need to watch that then. Myself.
What about you? Hold on, wait. Yeah, what about you? Yeah, tell me about you. What about your week? What have you been up to this last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Been traveling. Been running around. Traveling. So we're gone. So not all of it's my fault.
Not all of it is your fault.
Exactly.
It's true. Yeah. So I mean, I just got back from travel. Spent a week out in East Coast, and that was fun. Had some good beer. It's worked, honestly. Good. Had a good time, actually. It was probably one of the better work trips.
Okay.
It's a lot less stressful.
Was that this week or last?
It was last week. Last week? Yeah, it was last week.
What about this week? What have you been up to this week?
Oh man, this week. Well, I actually did my first live performance.
Oh, yeah.
So
Did they die?
Yeah, they did die.
They just died.
So, for those of you that don't know, I actually play guitar and sing a little bit. I've been taking music classes, singing lessons, last 3 months or so.
Straight D's.
D's?
Yeah, and singing lessons. I don't you get tested.
What?
Don't they test you?
For
And
what?
they're like, you got a D on this class.
No, this is not like college.
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Pretty sure they grade you and they're like,
I
got you.
not college.
You know,
Okay,
we'll give you like
music school.
We'll give you like a D.
No, this is like when you go in and I want to learn how to play guitar. Okay.
Yeah, but
don't
after so long, don't they like, let's see if you retained anything?
No.
No?
No.
So you could just stay bad.
I mean,
and
theory,
just
as long as you pay them, I don't think they really give a shit.
Okay. College?
This isn't college.
But okay.
Not taking singing.
Okay.
classes
Anyways,
in college.
He's taking singing lessons.
Anyways, so I've been taking singing lessons for the last 3 months or so. I play guitar a little bit, mostly cowboy chords.
That's I was like, what did you say now?
I'll clarify, motherfucker. Okay. Anyways, I had my first performance actually a couple days after I got back from work travel, and it was fucking.
Was it?
It was fucking bad.
I heard you blacked out.
I did black out a little. So, I performed a song that I had been practicing. The problem was that I hadn't really been able to practice all that week that I was gone because I didn't have my guitar, so I would just kind of like sing to myself in a mirror. But the problem was is that for whatever reason, in the area that I was out in, there was like some sort of pollen or some shit in the air. So it caused me to have like extreme, I don't want to say allergic reaction, but an allergic reaction. And on the way back, flying in to New Mexico, my ears did not pop or depressurize as I came down back into Mexico. So I literally could not hear.
I think this guy's broken.
Could not hear shit.
Broken.
So my throat was completely fucked because I was completely draining in the back of my throat. All the fucking, fucking nose jizz.
Probably
fucking
COVID.
Bro. It might have been COVID,
Probably
RSV.
Let me sing to
flu.
this full group of people real quick.
So I sang to a fucking group of people. And it was fucking. It didn't. It was not my best showing. That's for damn.
Okay.
My best showing. Okay. But my thought process. I want to be able to get that like fear factor. So, no matter like, even if it did sound bad, so get that experience. So I'm actually singing again Sunday for like a charity event for a children's hospital. So not only are the children dying, but I'm gonna make them want to kill themselves more.
Yeah, they're gonna be listening to you sing, and we have a chat.
That was extremely crass. Okay, it's a joke. Relax. Okay.
You have a chat.
We do have a chat. It says, first time chatter. Thank you for being in the stream, by the way. Because you sing, is it safe for you to say you don't smoke, vape, or drink to preserve your vocal cords?
Like, that's kind of ironic to say when a lot of great singers have smoked, done drugs, done some of the craziest shit you can think of.
So, to answer your question, on the day that I do sing or perform, I don't drink. Or the night before, I don't drink. I don't stay out late. I don't smoke. The day of my performance, I did not smoke, drink, anything like that.
Gotta keep it fresh.
It is better, from what I understand, that you don't, smoke, drink.
Wait.
Or drink caffeine or anything like that.
But at the end of the day, like, name one sober artist that is up in the top 10.
I think there are very few that do not self-medicate.
Right, and they're still cresting, like,
yeah,
maybe.
I think for me, I think for me the idea behind it is like the more better possibility that I have to sing, the better chances to sing like really well. It's worth it for me, and at this current moment in my career, to not smoke or drink.
If you have a performance, if you got to show up to do something, and you got something that might affect chords, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, stay away. It's like if you're gonna be performing, you kind of take a construction job. Stay away from alcohol. Stay away from drugs because it might inhibit your ability to do any kind of motor vehicle
To perform.
Yeah, it's that kind of simplicity.
Yeah, and that's not to say, right, that people can't drink, do that job. For me personally, I'm not in a place where my vocal cords can do that yet, and maybe it never will. I don't know if that's the case, but it just depends.
What do you mean? Your vocal cords will never do that?
I'm not saying that they'll never do that. I'm saying that.
That's what I mean. What do you mean?
Be accustomed to singing while also being drunk or smoking.
Oh
or
yeah,
doing
no.
Whatever.
Well, I mean, it's just like, imagine a kid that's growing up, hasn't hit puberty. Their body is not accustomed to singing or like performing in this kind of like deeper tone. Like,
yeah, it's all about training, right?
Right. If you start off smoking packs a day, singing songs, and you're wonderful, and you stop smoking packs a day, you might sound a little different.
No, 100%. That's
just the fact, right? So it depends on how you introduce yourself in the first place.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, what I've been doing is I've been trying to do the day of, no caffeine, because that actually, which I didn't really know, that actually drinking caffeine restricts your vocal cord. Actually, shrinks or shortens.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Same thing for apparently like eating eggs does that too. There's a few other things, but like, yeah, making sure that you have like adequate rest, and, like fucking thing, like actually the whole like does wonders for your vocal cord. So, to get back on track, yes, it is harmful for those that don't do this very often to smoke or drink before you perform it. But my first performance was pretty fucked anyways because my ears hadn't popped yet. I
Jet
was draining in the
lag.
back of the throat.
You were
jet
from
lag. I
a
was
whole.
completely fucking trash.
You came from a whole other part of the country.
You know what I will say is, dude, one thing that I didn't expect to happen because I had performed before, right? So the whole reason that I started taking vocal, those of you that don't know, that I sang at my best friend's wedding. So they got married and their brother, a professional singer out in Nashville, and he's like, I've seen you sing, I've seen you post videos on Instagram. We're gonna fucking get you up on stage to sing a song. So I sang the first dance song for my best friend. Fucking nervous.
Of course.
But see, the thing was though, I didn't play guitar. I sang that.
Well, you're doing two different skills at the same time.
So this performance that I had past Sunday, I actually played guitar and sang for the very first time. And holy shit, was that fucking crazy. I had so much adrenaline rushing through me that I was pushing so hard on the strings of my guitar that because I was pushing so hard, the indentions in my own finger caused the strings not to press down properly. So anytime that I would strum a particular chord that I was playing, it would sound like fucked up because the strings weren't connecting properly. So it was like making this like every time I would fucking strum the fucking chord, dude. And like after the performance, right? So like Ryan said, we talked about this a little bit before, but there was a point during the performance when I actually fucked up the lyrics and I tried to correct it. Completely shit the bed. But I recovered. Okay, I recovered. But when I went back to my seat after I was done, I didn't remember pretty much any portion of my performance. Gone. But what I did remember was that my fucking forearm, right here, from pushing so hard against the fucking strings, was just dead. It's fucking dead. Like, I was like, my fingies...
They hurt.
My fingies didn't work, dog. Like, this whole fucking arm was just fucking trashed.
You gotta work on them forearms.
Dude, I don't even know. I could have been lifting fucking 300,000 pounds on my forearms. Forearms. But it doesn't matter because I was pushing so hard. It felt like... They literally felt like I was lifting that fucking... It was insane.
Damn.
So, the goal is... So, I'll be performing again this Sunday, like I said, for that charity event for the children.
You have to have cancer to watch.
Which I don't have. You do not have to have cancer to watch.
Yeah, that's why I won't be attending.
I'm not inviting anybody until I feel comfortable performing. But the goal for me on this Sunday is to not fucking try and shove my fingers through the neck of my guitar. And the fact that I can hear now helps quite a lot.
Like 75.
Yeah, at least 75.
Now the vocals
have I practiced?
But that's a solid.
Yeah, maybe
30% away from
the other 50% is like
you're like 70% okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, if it happens, it happens.
We'll see where it goes.
We'll see. What did you say?
Asheville, here he comes.
Oh God. That'd be kind of cool. But other... So...
Been trying to set up for that.
Yeah, you've been...
I've been trying. Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. First Nashville show. If you're not there with an air horn in the audience... like, I start the song like, my dearest... And like... I swear to God, you better fucking first song, first like line in the middle of it, just fuck me up.
Get this guy out of here.
Fuck this
and
guy.
I'll be perfectly fine. Like, okay.
What didn't go off? Wait, hold on.
You hear that? You hear that horn?
It's showing it's going off. Okay.
Air horn?
For those of you that are apologies, chat. We have a third party here who's drunk, so she doesn't know what's happening.
But also is telling us that there's no air horns.
There was no air horn sound going off, so we just looked like idiots with one brain cell between the both of us, just pressing a button. But it is working.
Is it coming through?
Yeah. So, just for clarity's sake, for those of you that are in the chat, let us know if you could hear the air horn. I'm gonna play it right now. Okay, I'll play it right now. Let us know if you heard that. Okay. We've had way too many.
Too many. Please.
So please.
Please. What about this one? Let us know.
Let us know.
So, makes sense if you heard it.
So yeah, yeah, it would have made perfect sense.
If you didn't hear it,
if you heard it, if you didn't hear it, then
stupid.
Then just like just fuck us, right?
You heard that one?
If you heard that, it would also make sense.
Yeah.
If you didn't, then your name is Liza.
Your name is everyone. Because we suck.
Because we suck. Because we're professionals.
With 2 F's.
Professionals.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. So other than that, this week there hasn't really been much going on, aside from the fact
that this guy is a homo and bought into the Modern Warfare 3 hype. Everyone, he bought it and now is gay like everyone else. Didn't you?
Yes, I did. Modern Warfare 3 2023 did come out.
How was it?
Oh man. It feels interesting. It definitely feels like Modern Warfare, like the Modern Warfare 2019. So it feels okay. It feels good ish. I think for me, what I've noticed is like I feel like when I have my crosshair on somebody, I shoot them a million times and they never die. Ever.
Wow. Really?
And I don't know if that's just because I'm fucking bad.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably true. Or if something's wrong with the netcode in the game. But something feels off.
Say something smart again. You said netcode.
Yes.
Say it somehow smart. Here.
E equals MC squared.
Alright. Bet.
Is that pretty good?
I mean,
okay. Anyways,
low hanging fruit.
The game feels interesting. The one thing that I will say, this is one. I don't know how to say this. I'm actually kind of disappointed in the direction that Sledgehammer decided to go with Modern Warfare. And the reason I say that is because they decided to bring back a lot of the old maps from Modern Warfare 2, from Modern Warfare, right? And it's great. I love all these old maps, but they also decided to bring back some of the shit fucking old maps that nobody fucking liked.
Wow, who would have?
Wow, who would have thought? So they brought back the game. The game feels weird. Like it plays weird, right? So like there are a lot of really large maps that you play a lot of like 6v6 with, but it doesn't play right. It just doesn't feel good. And I think part of it is the maps are too large for 12v12 or for 6v6.
So the standard maps that were kind of spooky. A bit big.
No, they're the same size, but it doesn't feel. It doesn't feel.
The flow.
The flow of Call of Duty has gone like way faster in the last like 6 years, probably. Like if you think about like, imagine like Shoot House, right? Small map, constant action, but like all of the old maps, Call of Duty don't play that way. And the maps that they decided to choose, like Wasteland, for example, big ass, huge fucking map. 6v6, I just don't feel like it plays the way it should. Don't feel like it plays well. And I think the second problem, right, is like, aside from it just not matching current pace, is that the spawns are absolutely fucked.
They've always been fucked.
They're always fucked in the beginning, but it's just like, dude, it feels bad.
In the beginning?
In the beginning,
always.
In every launch of a game. In the beginning.
No, it's always fucked, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't know, dude. It feels.
When has it?
It feels particularly bad.
So you're saying like,
you know what I don't understand?
Okay, like
as a programmer, like somebody who does, I program for a living, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what I don't understand?
What don't
I can't
you understand?
imagine.
Tell me.
I can't imagine that the algorithms for spawns change very much.
What do you mean? It's proximity per opponent.
That's what I'm saying, right? So, how is that going to change from game to game, right? Like it's relatively the same, right? Like spawn sets for each map, right, are relatively going to be the same across everything, right? Like you have more people in one area, you spawn the furthest point away, right, from the spawn location.
Things work appropriately, which they've never worked in the first place.
How many iterations of
it's never
these
going
maps,
to work?
How many iterations of these
games?
Because
we keep buying it.
Because there's no innovation.
No, it's just never gonna like really want to change it until sales.
It's fair. I don't know. I don't understand. Regardless, the weird thing that I feel like with this new Call of Duty is they really tried. Sledgehammer really tried to go back to the roots of Modern Warfare 2019. Right? And the problem for me is that they kept a lot of the guns and everything from Modern Warfare 2 2020 2021.
Yeah.
And it feels like they left out some things for this new Call of Duty that has me feeling
the same way you felt for the last 10 years, as Maddie said.
No, because
it's the same.
I feel like it's a little bit different because
like
there's more nostalgia. There's definitely a nostalgia factor.
Modern Warfare 1. Then Modern Warfare 2 came out. That severely let me down.
Modern Warfare 2 was bad.
And then you think this is going to be restore my fucking faith in Call of Duty?
Modern Warfare 2019 was good though, right?
Yes.
You loved that shit. We fucking played that shit nonstop. But Modern Warfare 2 was ass.
The way you could tell that things in the first place.
Yeah, but this is a different developer. Regardless.
It doesn't matter.
Regardless.
They're games. It doesn't matter if I hand it off to you. Design the house however you want. You can put whatever furniture you want in the bitch. But you're gonna use this structure. Period.
You know what I think the problem is? I think Warzone. I think Warzone kind of fucked this entire trajectory since it came out. Because I think Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone was so fucking good that Activision, like, we need to make sure that we continue this trajectory. And they've tried to stay in that realm and they try to build off of it.
Yeah.
And it's just gotten progressively worse.
Yeah.
Worse. And I think Modern Warfare 3 actually is a good step forward. I think it plays better than Modern Warfare 2. I think it's great that they brought back the old map. I don't think they brought back the right maps. I would have liked a smorgasbord, right?
And why is that?
I think they brought back the wrong maps.
Why is that? Because they want you to buy the DLC so you can get the maps you actually wanted.
Sure. I mean, yeah, maybe. But
maybe.
But I mean, this is the point though, is that they used to do this for map packs before, right? Is they'd bring out original new maps. People wouldn't like them, so they'd bring back the. For me, I think they went too far. I think they went like very far left.
You are paying
right.
for a game that came out is not better than the game that came out 10 years ago. However long, 9, 8, 7, whatever years ago. And it's not better. Why not just master the same fucking game you made? Give us something. Your attempts at trying to do something new as if it's nostalgic is really falling flat on mine. I don't know if I'm sharing that same. You should just remaster what was already good, make it HD, all that wonderful shit, release it. You can't keep triple, quadruple dipping into pockets.
The IP. I mean, I agree. I think what should have happened is they should have brought back the movement from Modern Warfare, which they did. It's a little bit jank. It's not exactly Modern Warfare 2019, but it is leaps and bounds above what it was in Modern Warfare 2. I think the guns are interesting. I don't know if I like the UI. I've never really liked the UI from the Gunsmith. I've never liked the Gunsmith UI from like Modern Warfare.
So since I haven't played it, is it built on that?
It's pretty much the same exact thing. Like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, they're like relatively the same gunsmithing.
Now, with that said, your gun progression in the game, such as grips, stocks, sights, is that all based on other weapons versus the gun you're not even using?
So that is the one thing that they did change, which is great because Modern Warfare 2's progression system was fucking it. But in Modern Warfare 3, they kind of reverted it, so it's like you have your set camos, right, for mastery, right? So like if you want to get gold or platinum or whatever the fuck you want to get on your specific class of weapon, you have like I think it's like 3 tiers, right? 3 sets of camos, right? Follow these 3 progressions and then you get gold. Just for that gun. Now there are other camo challenges that do require you to use other weapons in the game to unlock these camos, but that doesn't affect your mastery camo.
I don't give a fuck about camos. I'm talking about fucking stocks.
No, that's all based on use.
So the more you use your weapon, the better.
The more you unlock
for that specific weapon. Yep. You don't have to go and use a shotgun to get a AR barrel.
Yep. Yeah. So, Sledgehammer has definitely, for me, what it feels like is Sledgehammer has tried to rectify the shithole decisions that Infinity Ward made in Modern Warfare 2. I'm pretty sure it was Infinity Ward. Could be wrong. Didn't play it. But yeah, so Sledgehammer has done a lot to rectify a lot of the issues that happened in the previous Call of Duty. However, I don't think there's enough things in the game, at least from what I've seen, right? Very early, the game just came out today, for me to say whether or not that the game's going to be good or not. For me...
That's sad.
No, it is definitely sad. The core mechanics of the game are there. Always going to be the same shooter kind of game. I like the fact that Sledgehammer went down the route of like not looter. They went into like more of the arcadey shooter, which is like the Call of Duty that we've all like known and loved, aside from Modern Warfare 2 and somewhat Modern Warfare original. But like we've gone back more to the roots. However, there's not, for me personally, from what I've played, and I played like 8 hours today, fortunately, is there's not enough new content in the game to make me want to be like, I want to play this game 24/7.
Well,
it's, don't get me wrong, it's fucking the amount of times that I've like loaded into a map and I fucking walk into an area that I haven't seen in fucking years, 10 years, is fucking awesome.
How long does that nostalgia hit?
Until I fucking catch a grenade to the fucking face. And then I'm like, fuck!
15 games deep.
15 games.
And 7
8
of them,
hours in, and I'm like, I'm tired of fucking playing Wasteland.
7 of them have been losses because base matchmaking.
Dude, skill-based matchmaking is the worst fucking decision.
Hey,
no, fuck the casuals.
I understand why
fuck
it's here,
the casuals.
but like,
I want a pub stomp. I want to go in and ram my dick into fucking little children. Hold on.
If I get into a match, don't automatically switch me. Is that a thing?
What?
Whereas like as soon as the match is over, you immediately loading into a new match with fresh new players. Stupid.
Yep.
Leave me with the same people I was fucking wrecking.
I want
Let
to
them
be
learn
in
the way I learned. I got fucking chat on for years on end. Why does now all of a sudden when I'm shitting on people, things got to change? It didn't work that way when I was growing up.
Yep.
Just taking L's after L's after L's, baby. Then all of a sudden I got good, and then it was like, you know what? Got good around for Advanced Warfare, and then Advanced Warfare came out. And
Advanced Warfare?
Advanced Warfare,
like the
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare,
like the jetpack one. Like,
yeah.
Dude,
and then that one came out.
I love that shit.
And then I was like pretty decent at that, and I'm pretty sure that's where it was introduced, like midway through there or right at the beginning, at like when I launched.
I think skill-based matchmaking came in about Modern Warfare 2019.
I think it was like a year or two before then. I think it was like.
What about that one?
I'm not 100%, but I think it was like around Advanced. Might be wrong, but that's where I
don't know.
Because like all of a sudden you just be winning round after round after round, and then it's just like.
I was really hoping that there would be no skill-based matchmaking, but
gotta keep it for the. But it should just be there for.
Fuck the casual, bro.
Be an option that you are like.
Yeah,
like how you
know what the option is? Ranked play.
No, look, if you want to like, you want that kind of experience, you should
play ranked.
No, you should
play ranked.
Yes, that too.
If you want to be,
but why can't you enable like Xbox, like cross compatibility play? On as well.
This is there. Crossplay is enabled.
Can't disable it though.
Can you not? Well, I mean, regardless, right? Like,
my point is, why can't you just have the
disable skill-based match? I mean,
just again,
option. The option is, if you want to be matched up with people that are your level, be ranked. You play a certain set of amount of matches, match you in a tier of groups, and then you play in that arena. I don't want to. I want to join. Yeah, the option is you play ranked or you play pubs.
If you're not gonna give me that, because they're not giving you that,
they ain't giving you that.
Give me an option in the settings.
Yeah, I wish.
I would prefer something that can at least allow me to disable or enable that shit.
Yeah,
you give me that, I'm buying the game.
The option
right now.
The option is ranked. You play ranked play or you play pubs. This is like how every game does it across the entire universe. And for whatever reason, Call of Duty wants to fucking.
But is that an option?
No, it's not. It's not. It's a stupid fucking decision. Activision.
Stop being cunts.
You're listening. Skill-based matchmaking is that exact sound. It's a fucking
If
L.
you heard it, because we still have yet to hear confirmation.
No confirmation.
None.
But it's a fucking L. Skill-based matchmaking is a fucking L.
L. Bro, if it's not coming through, I gotta at least.
It's coming through.
Is it?
Yes.
We have one person saying it's not, and no one else is confirming or denying that accusation.
She also said that it is coming through.
Oh. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm new.
He just showed up.
Got here.
He just got here. But so other than that, yeah, that's basically all I've been doing. I know Omni-Man. For those of you that don't know, the show Invincible on Amazon. They brought in Omni-Man from that show into Mortal Kombat. I have not played Omni-Man. I don't have the, I guess, character pass or whatever it is for Mortal Kombat, but he looks fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any trailers or anyone playing with him, but
I watched a tournament today while I was, ripping my own dick off and shoving it up in my ass when I was playing Modern Warfare 3.
that masturbation.
I wish it would probably be more satisfying if it was.
Yeah.
But I watched a whole tournament of every player in that tournament playing Omni-Man, and he looks crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the best character in the game. I don't think he is, but he's just flashy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just does some cool shit. Yeah, he looks fucking sick. I'm super fucking excited. I think I'm actually gonna buy character pass or whatever the fuck it is, just for fucking fun, because I think we've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat in this household. Mostly this guy. Yeah, plays more than I fucking do these days, but
I've been playing a decent amount.
yeah.
Figured out how to do the challenges to get combos.
You get combos on that?
For you to understand what combos are for you.
You just go to the practice tool.
Right, that was never there until you had to get to like level 2 or some shit. Level 3 online, yeah.
Huh? Huh?
Because once I did that, it all of a sudden popped up.
Really?
Yep. It gave me a notification like you had
to do different combos and shit.
Yep.
Combo challenges.
Yep. So I'm like, oh, these are what the fucking combos everyone's learning, because like these were not available in practice.
Oh shit, that's weird. I didn't know that because
once I learned that, I'm like, oh, Liu Kang can do some shit more than I can do. So I'm like, bet. We learning.
We out here.
We learning
To be like that.
Sometimes you gotta learn.
Actually, I didn't fucking know that, because maybe I'd already played online by the time.
Well, I think you probably like learned through story mode, so you probably get XP versus that way.
Oh, maybe.
And then it unlocks more things in the menu.
Yeah,
for story, because I have yet to even fucking touch the story. I'm just playing robots.
Played the story yet?
And I'm just playing CPUs at the hardest level. I'm practicing on one specific character, maybe like 2 other ones, and to get those ones down in the bank. Like sometimes I just play the hardest fucking CPU possible until I get like rack up a couple dubs, and then I'll hop online. And sweep.
Yeah,
and fucking sweep. As long as I get into like a match that is like somewhat comparable in wins and losses, sweep. I'll just sweep through. They get mad.
They get mad.
So mad. It is just the worst part of humanity comes out of people when they lose.
What I will say, dude, is that for Modern Warfare, same fucking thing. It feels like Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
Like old Modern Warfare 2. It feels like
toxic.
Just fucking
N-words
toxic, rage, fucking N-words flying. Like I'm pretty sure I heard somebody say something about a ginger earlier. Like just fucking the open micing that people do is just fucking. It just reminds me of like old PlayStation fucking Xbox days, dog, where you're just fucking.
Look, we grew up in a time where there was no racism, but if you played video games, there definitely was
all the racism.
There definitely was. Look, the amount of shit talking that came through on race bullshit online is just insane. Just amazing. He says
it's just so fucking funny, dude.
Bro, like I don't know. We grew up in a different time where like killing each other and like absolutely roasting each other was
just a form of fun.
That's just a normal day.
It's just another day in the old Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that was life. Just logged in and you knew you were gonna be called a racial slur.
Oh, you knew it.
And you're like, I'm not even, but I feel offended.
Fuck you. And they say you're race, and you're like, you know what? Fuck you. But also,
probably use plastic plates. Probably rewash them.
I'm Mexican.
You know it hurts.
Using them paper plates, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. You can't let it hurt you.
Can't.
Cry afterwards.
Thick skin, yeah. You cry.
You talk shit.
You cry off mic.
Exactly.
You don't cry on mic.
Talk shit. And cry later.
Cry later. You can masturbate with your tears later.
Fine. Everyone does that.
Everyone. I did that.
Do
for
that.
8 hours.
Do.
Every hour on the hour today.
Do that. Mostly because of this guy. Anyways.
I was about to say, chat, we're going to take a small break. We're going to pour up a little shot for those of you that are with us.
Why does that like beep twice per button? So it's like, if I press it 3 times, it's like 6.
Bam, bam, so it's like, bam, bam. Oh shit. That's like, bam, 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 bam. That's like fucking 6 beepies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you press it like,
if you
press it twice,
yeah, I
it's
think
like,
it's just like,
I'm gonna fuck you up 6 times. Well, 4 times, times 2. But anyways, we're gonna take a
quick intermission, chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you guys are drinking with us, smoking, or doing whatever, pour up, pack up, do whatever you're feeling, and we'll be right back with you. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Love you guys. Thank you. I'm being told I need to move into the corner. He doesn't like me being close.
Get away
That's not
from
what he says at night.
Well,
like me. Okay.
All right. We're gonna cheers with y'all.
We're gonna cheers with the chat. Those of you guys that are listening after the fact, when we're not live, if you guys are just hanging out at home, pour something up. Cleaning around the house, pour a shot. Fuck
Listen
it.
to us. Drink.
You're not drinking by yourself. You're drinking with us.
Do drugs. Do some.
Do drugs. Do something.
Stay sober. Whatever you like.
Stay sober. Stay happy.
Live your life. Cheers.
Salud, chat.
Yo, taking a piss. Was thinking.
Yeah. What's up?
Drunken politics.
Drunken politics, huh?
Yeah.
In terms of the name?
Yeah.
How much politics do we talk on this podcast?
Zero so far. But imagine like absolutely getting obliterated and being like trying to figure out what's going on. And then it's like 2 different perspectives. You got like a Democrat and a Republican, right? And it's like, fuck, man, I don't know. Do you know what's going on with all the war shit with Ukraine or not Ukraine?
Well,
Hamas and all that.
I mean, Ukraine, Palestine, Israel stuff.
But like getting it completely plastered and being like, what's going on? Like, goddamn.
I think we'd be tying ourselves to a lot of politicky things.
I mean, you're absolutely obliterated, so you really can't like make an educated decision. This is what I mean. Like, you can't really be anchored down by anything good, you know, like anything Northern Star wise.
Northern Star wise, like you're true North.
Yeah, yeah. If you're completely sober, you're like, I know what my morals are. I will not bend them in any sense of the matter.
Then you get a little, get on the sauce, and you're a naughty girl, and you're like, you know what? I might be a Republican today.
Like, everyone's a Democrat until a certain point.
You could also say it the other way, right?
I mean, you're right. Yeah. Everyone's a Republican to a certain point.
I think we'd be pigeonholing ourselves, you know?
I mean, these can be segments.
Yeah. Not the name of the podcast, though.
Right. This could be a segment.
I agree. I'm super down to do that. Especially now that we're, ramping up into some fucking shit.
Oh, yeah, next year? Oh, baby.
Oh, fuck me. Who gave us these fucking buttons?
I don't know.
I blame you for this.
Well, I mean, I specifically got another piece of technology to do the exact same thing that you're doing right now. So
yeah, but we can do whatever we want. Look how many spaces we have open on our stream deck.
I want knobs. And I want colors.
Hold on.
Like, this is not enough color. This is.
We can get more colors. Wait, what?
Look, it doesn't change.
Look, it's got a sad face.
No colors.
We could change it.
It just stays. Anyways. Let us know if you want to hear drunken politics.
It doesn't matter what you guys think. We're going to do it anyways, to be completely honest. Just because it's going to be fucking degenerate. So, I think we've exhausted our week. Our what have you done this past week and or 3 weeks?
Yeah, by like 45 minutes.
Yeah. There was a little bit too much discussion of Modern Warfare 3 probably. But I have a few things queued up for us that I would love to get.
Oh, thank God. Less talking and more watching.
Well, not really watching and more of our takes on it.
Okay, well, I mean, I gotta watch. Take, right?
So, chat, we're gonna play. I'm gonna play a video, and we're just gonna react to it. And then I have a list, like a blog post or article that came out recently, maybe over the last couple weeks, that kind of went viral. They're both related. We're gonna go through that, and then we're just gonna kind of talk about how we feel about said things. I've already seen these things, so I have my own opinions, and I would love to get Ryan's opinions on these things. So I'm going to pause the music. We're going to play the video. If you're watching, feel free to look at it, and otherwise we will kind of explain what we're seeing as it's happening after the video plays. So give me 1 second while I cue that up. Thank you guys again. 1 second. Okay, so for those of you guys who may have not seen this or heard this, this has been a video that's been going around recently of a lady who was going on a date with a man, and he took her to Cheesecake Factory. Okay. So I'm going to play the video right here to see what happens, okay?
Woo. Let me just get the door for you. Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you? Look. Are you're recording me? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. What's the problem with that? This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant? You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them. Oh yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah. Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Oh, okay. Okay. So yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right? I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right? Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done. I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean, and then Cheesecake Factory. I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least, you know. What did I do that wasn't cooperative? Well, I mean, like, even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay. When
this girl's crazy.
Apartment to pick you up. You didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
again.
I don't know there yet. Okay. I don't know yet. And then, but
this girl's crazy.
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well,
this bitch crazy.
Look at my planner, where we were gonna go.
Oh no!
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 a.m. At 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs. For an hour.
Shit. Right? But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late. And like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment. And that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship.
Okay,
this is a long ass fucking video.
It's a long video. I didn't realize it was this long. I've only seen like the beginning portion.
The fuck you showing me right now? This bitch is stupid.
This is crazy. This is a lot of information that I had no idea before. But this is fucking hilarious. So for those of you that are not watching, and maybe not paying completely full attention, this man had a plan for their date. Right? He had a completely different idea aside from Cheesecake Factory to take this lady on a date. And he said, I'm going to pick you up at 4 p.m. And an hour later, this girl says, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Because
after the reservations you had already made, probably.
After the reservations that he'd probably already made. The reservations that he had already made. He has to pivot, right? Because as men, right?
That's what
we're expected to have a plan for every situation and every fucking single outcome.
Pivot.
So he pivoted. Right?
Pivot.
He said, I had these great reservations.
Pivot.
You fucked it up.
Pivot.
Right? Things happen.
He pivoted.
So let's go to the Cheesecake Factory.
And she thought it was low grade.
And she thought, her hot piece of ass.
Okay.
She's saying a girl who does all these things, blah, 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 blah. I'm this hot shit.
I get you.
She hot shit? She's hot shit?
Regardless whether she's a 10 or a 1, Cheesecake Factory for first date is completely acceptable. So you need some time.
For me, it's not even the fact that it's the Cheesecake Factory for the first date. For me, it's that he had a plan and she fucked it up, and he's trying to do something
different, and she doesn't want
off the cuff. Like, it's just like off the rip. It's like shit fucking changed. Okay, we're gonna do fucking this.
Right, but at the end of the day, the whole reason she put the video on is because she knew she was rolling up to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, 100%. Because she thinks she's hot shit. Look at that face. Chat, look at this face.
I don't care how pretty.
The amount of privilege that you see in this picture right here is insane.
The amount of privilege that you have to say that Cheesecake Factory is not good enough for you on the first date, regardless of your looks, signifies a lot. I don't even need to look at what she looks like. Like, if she's like, Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough, I'm like, I don't want to deal with your personality. Get the fuck out of here.
What personality? Dog, I think she's the hottest shit on this earth. Okay, bro, if she was fucking...
Tell me.
If she was Sofia Vergara...
Bro.
If she was fucking... Who else? Who's fucking a hot piece of ass these days? I don't even fucking know.
If a woman just was how to explain this. Is personality wise better looking than the next grade up. It helps, right? Now she ain't a 10.
She ain't a 10.
So regardless, if she was a 3 and she was like, I don't care where you take me, it'd be fun to hang out with you in the first place. You a 3, you automatically jump up to a 6.
100%.
So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
no,
regardless,
this
she could be a 10, and she would be saying that you're cutting.
You're like
half.
a fucking 13. Wait, we're saying this? We're saying what she.
So if she's drop dead gorgeous,
yeah,
and she says exactly what she says right now, yeah, you immediately cutting your score in half.
Oh, 100%. Honestly,
me personally,
way more than half.
Me. That's just me.
More way than half.
Some dudes would be like, bet I want a girl with higher standards than the average person. Have at it. I ain't got the pockets for that. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the pockets. I ain't got the energy. I ain't got none of that shit. I ain't got nothing. Wait, what is average to you? Because like
average is 5.
Okay, that's what I would assume. 5. That's what I assume. Some people are like,
I don't think she's above average.
Different.
Personally, I think she's above.
Okay, some people's averages are different.
Yeah. Personally,
which is retarded.
Oh, I mean, personally,
well,
I don't
average should be 5.
Yeah.
No matter what. But
like again, it's like beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Right?
Agreed, but like at the end of the day, you should understand a 5 is average.
Yeah, sure.
If your average is an 8, and you're like, well, average is an 8, your standards are fucked up in the first place.
Sure.
You have to live. People that don't know, there's a chair that needs to be lifted out of this room. I will be lifting it, so this guy's gonna hold it up for a second.
So my whole thing, this whole situation, it's be completely honest, she's punching above her weight. So generally, right, men will date down, women date up. My opinion is not the case where she is dating down. And I think that might be a little bit biased, probably the way that she's acting. Opinion. I think they're relatively the same. He might be a little bit lower attractiveness. That doesn't mean a whole lot because he could be making more money or something. Fucking no. I have something else. Regardless, she chose to go out on this date. And she fucked up the plans. She's pissed. She refuses to get out of the car because they're at the Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory ain't fucking cheap.
No, I don't disagree with you.
Regardless of whether it's a chain or not, that fuck is not cheap.
Fuck no. And if you saying, oh, well, Cheesecake Factory is cheap and you just can't afford it. Well, that's not the point. The point is that you pull up to a place for the first date. Just try to get to know someone. Doesn't necessarily mean you're courting, especially in these days.
Honestly, for me, I think that's too much of a fucking first. It's a little bit, for me, it's a little bit much.
It's like, a little bit much, but like where else? You go Applebee's, you gonna go Chili's, like you could, but it's like,
it's funny you say this. We're gonna talk about this. For me, it's like the idea of a first date is to like really like see if there's a compatibility thing, especially if you guys are like really attracted.
Right.
The idea.
I'm trying to get to know you on a personal level. This has nothing to do with the food that's around us or how much it costs.
So for me, right, like really a dinner date's probably not the best thing because like you have to like this conversation, speak, right? At least for like an hour.
All right.
At least an hour. Me like a first. Okay, let's grab a drink. See how we. Like there's like a. If there's a connection, then we can do something afterward. Date. grab a drink or do whatever. You can always pivot from
Mm.
the fact that this man like literally pivoted from what it seems like. She was excited to go to the original place that he decided. The original place that it seemed like he had reservations. She was like, we should go there.
Yeah.
Because he pointed it out in the video. Pointed it out, said, this is where we were going to go originally. She's like, well, we should go there now. Let's go there now. And he's like, fucking can't because missed our reservation.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the audacity that she has to say that I'm this hot shit and the fact that you didn't plan for me to be an hour late.
He's retarded.
It's retarded.
Retarded.
Stupid. It's like,
Jesus Christ. It burns a hole into a man's soul.
Into a man's soul. Like, this is the problem with modern dating, in my opinion. Like, holy shit.
Standards on both ends are fucked up.
Women don't really understand like what it takes as a man to be prepared for a date.
Yes, but every man is chasing the same fucking 10.
Yeah. Well, sure. We're all probably chasing the same, right? And the ladies are chasing the same men. In general,
yeah.
This is very evident in like dating apps. I think we may have talked about this before, but like you can see this in dating apps. It's very clear that like women only swipe right on 5% of the men on dating apps, or 10% or something. I don't know the exact amount, but it's very low as compared to like men, where like men swipe right on fucking everybody.
Right.
I want connection.
Poon. I want poon.
No, I want poon too. That one too.
I mean, it's just 80% of those swipes are trying to fuck. 80%.
But yeah, this is like one of those extreme cases, or actually, in my opinion, this is probably a very reasonable case for any of the dating situations themselves in this day and age. It's fucking insane.
No shit. And have their expectations. Men have their.
I don't even know if men have. Do we really have expectations? Some.
Like,
sure.
Like I would say it's.
But like most men are just like trying to find somebody. They're just trying to like have a connection.
Is it most?
I mean, connection depending what you mean
by
that, but like
most dudes are just trying to fuck.
Yeah, sure. 100%.
Most.
100%.
It's the minority that are really trying to fuck.
But again, like how many of the men in the world actually do fuck as compared to those that are trying to fuck?
That has nothing to do with it. I'm just saying
that has a lot to
do. If any percent of the pool want to just fuck, then the pool of women that are trying to pick from that pool understand that it's only like you just trying to fuck.
Yeah. And
so they already understand the pool is only trying to fuck.
And yet all the women choose the people that are just trying to fuck.
Because they know the game. They know what pool they're pulling from. They know the pond.
It's because they control. They control the sexual interaction.
I don't disagree with you. But imagine you are the fisherman that gets to choose the pond that they get to throw their rod into.
Yeah.
If I know I'm only going to throw into a pond that is filled with trout, and I pull a trout, am I expecting anything different?
The problem is, though,
I don't necessarily know if it's problem. I think it's just too many water holes that are specifically identified for one reason, and people go to those watering holes for that one reason only, and they try to identify it as the majority of what they're looking for. But you go to a bar trying to find love, and that's not right.
I don't disagree with that.
So my point is the same thing as you go to Tinder. Is everyone here is just trying to fuck. If I'm a woman and I just try to go fuck, then I'm just saying, I'm a woman and I just go join Tinder. My expectations are
trying to fuck.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't.
So if you're on Tinder swiping right as a dude, you should understand that your expectations are only to do one thing.
No, I completely agree. Again, the idea though. Again, women will only choose the top 5-10% of men on that area, right?
Because their expectations is to only do one thing.
It doesn't matter regardless of the dating app, right? So like if it's Tinder, right? just trying to fuck. If it's Hinge, you're probably trying to find a relationship. If it's Bumble, same-ish thing, right?
What is the standard of a relationship apps these days on the internet? I don't think it's really trying to find a long-term relationship. I really don't think it is.
Again, it depends on the dating app. Generally, Hinge is more for finding a relationship. Tinder is more for just fucking.
If
Bumble
you say
is in between that.
I'm on the internet trying to find someone, just to a random person without even identifying what app you're on.
Sure.
What do you think they're trying to? What is the assumption of that other person?
And I don't think it's that black and white.
I think it is.
Sure. I mean that's a fair assessment.
Just like you're saying, like I'm trying to find my love at the bar.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I think that it is very valid that stance that you have.
Because these days it's just not the same.
It doesn't change the fact that again, most women are looking for the top 5%. And men are looking just to find any day and age. It doesn't matter. Fuck, it doesn't.
I really do think it does.
They're trying to find.
Because if
the problem is that again, men don't have the same opportunities as women do on dating apps.
I don't disagree with that. Right. So, but what? Like the attraction to the source matters.
The source being the person they're swiping right on?
Where are you going to find that connection?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the medium in which you find your relationship or whatever you're trying to find, definitely. And I'm not disagreeing with it.
So if you're like if it's a majority just trying to have intercourse.
So
and you were online.
You found your fiance on that, right?
How long ago?
Matter. It's the same thing.
Because things have changed.
Things have changed, but
things aren't the same as they were as in 2008 emailing each other.
Sure.
So, like finding someone on the internet versus in 2010 versus 2023 are two different things.
Sure. Yeah. Agreed.
So, like these days, it's just become synonymous to only one specific thing.
I see. This is where I would disagree. I don't think that every connection that you make on a date and solely for that doesn't mean that I think Tinder is probably one of the exception. If you're on Tinder, you're probably just generally there, and in some cases find that people actually match on Tinder and then end up getting married. So there's always the exception to
yeah, it's just not the majority.
What I will say is that this whole dating app phenomenon or era has definitely ushered in a view of dating where women expect to be catered to every single way. I think that is a byproduct the way that dating apps are set up and women view men on dating.
Mm-hmm.
Again, men will swipe right, and again, numbers are not going to be completely right in my, but let's say I think it's pretty high, so I'm going to say like 80%. So men will swipe right 80% of the time. See, and women only swipe 5 to 10%. They see. So what does that mean? It really means that all the women that are on dating apps, regardless of what their is, that they swipe right on the 5 to 10% of in that particular area, right? So they're all competing with every single girl in that area for the same percentage of dudes in the area, right? So they think they're all this hot shit, right? Because all these dudes are swiping right on them. They're all swiping right. But they're not swiping right on them. They're only swiping right on the 5 to 10% that they attractive.
That aren't swiping on them, probably.
Are probably. So then they have this self-inflated view, right? So like this lady here, where she thinks she is too good for Cheesecake Factory after this man had this whole ass plan prior to this date happening. They think they're hot shit. I have no doubt that this lady thinks he is a 10.
Right.
It is a complete false assessment. Is she beautiful? Sure. Is she a 10? Personally, I do not believe so.
You give a woman a wish list and then they're upset that their wish list didn't come true. It's
like, what do you expect this man to do? Like
the wish list.
This dude literally had a whole ass plan and she fucked it up.
Wish list.
So, oh yeah, you can wish and wish and wish and wish. That's crazy. It's unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, they again, it's just they get the choice, and their expectations is Brad Pitt. Swipe right on Brad Pitt. Expect to be treated as Brad Pitt's girlfriend.
Fucking princess.
You know what I mean? Like it's same old. It's like you. I don't know how to like. You can only go so far with her respect for herself.
What respect does she have?
Well, like she's trying to show respect for herself by not going into that place, and it's all this stuff, and not understand that self-respect also diminishes another to a certain extent.
Problem for that's not self-respect.
Well, in her eyes, it is. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, her eyes, it is. In her eyes,
in the larger sense,
I get what you're saying. Yes, in the grander scheme of things, yes. Her eyes makes sense. As retarded as
in the real world,
women,
she's a dumbass.
I ain't gonna say that.
She's a fucking dumb.
I don't disagree.
She's fucking dumb. This man literally picked her up. This man has been nothing.
I don't think she's really the majority anymore, though.
You been in the dating world, dog?
No, but like
it's bad, dog. It's really bad.
Isn't okay?
Yeah, it's really fucking bad.
If it's like that, it's like I don't know.
Like, dude,
I don't know.
This guy doesn't look like he's like super rich. Probably making.
Seats look leather.
He's making average. I would probably say at least 50, maybe a little bit more, maybe less.
This guy, he's slightly Indian. I look at him. He looks slightly Indian.
He might be in tech. He might make.
I'm gonna say 90 middle ground. He's probably making a little bit more, a little bit less, more right there.
This dude, he's an average looking dude.
He's making money,
right? Making something.
But
he picked her up.
First date shouldn't mean that you spend your whole
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fucking dollars. Yeah,
exactly.
Except the fact that he had a plan. He may have spent that on her. He may have spent. You know what I think? I think he fucking dodged a bullet.
Well, the fact that she started recording and all that shit means that like you should have been like, "Oh, you're recording me? I get what's going on. I know where to take you.
The amount
back home.
The gentlemanliness of this guy.
To sit there and try to explain his point.
Class act. This dude is a class act. Is he not? Is he not a class act? What
class act, in my opinion, would have been like, as soon as he was like, "Oh, you're recording me? I know where to take you. Home." And then just dropping you off and be like, "Have a good evening. I'm not sitting here to fucking tell you what the fuck is going on. If you are literally gonna be like this, I don't want to talk. I don't want to have a conversation. Why am I sitting here and trying to explain to you? Why? So the next guy that you fucking deal with is better off? I don't care. I don't give a fuck." The class act would have been like, "I get you. We're going back home. You have a good night." Take it easy.
I think the based, quote unquote based, right? Like the based thing would be like, you know what? Nah.
The based thing would just sit there and correct her and basically say walk. That would have been the base thing to say.
I think it's the same.
Take her home. Drop her off.
I think that's a good thing.
That's not
you
based.
Picked her up. You just take her home.
Yeah,
like, all right, later.
I'm not dealing with this.
Like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't think.
Why?
I think he handled this.
I give him a 8. 7.5, 8.
Take this. We're gonna take a shot, chat.
On this subject, know what I mean? I think he should have just been like, I'm just not gonna deal with you. I can't. Why? I'm gonna sit here and correct you.
You want to know
why? Why correct her?
Not even correct.
What is it then? Explain to me.
He's recording him. In this day and age, men seen
doesn't look like your mic's coming through.
Not coming through?
Oh, yeah.
So most men are afraid of like being canceled. So I think the reason that he probably did this, and I think other than if he wasn't being recorded, I think he probably would have gone talking about like, fuck this, I'm out. I'll take you home and it's over.
That should would have been.
I think he did this. I think he played this perfectly. He's recording him like, all right, I'm going to save face best of my ability so that he doesn't get fucked.
Me personally,
you don't care.
I don't.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you're working. If you are a badass worker and you are doing what you got to do, and you're scared of losing your job, your work should stand up solely on its work alone. It should not stand up upon what you do outside of work.
I think if he had done what I would not think any. I think he would have. I think he
it would have got a 10 out of 10.
Regardless, he made the right decision. In either situation, if he had just said, "All right, I know a place to take you," done. I think this is like almost like a fuck you.
Is it
for him?
Sit there and educate. Why am I? Tell you why.
I think it's less of an educate thing because she was gonna post this
regardless,
and I think he played it perfectly in that sense, right? Which is like
to educate other people,
to show that she's a fucking idiot.
I think the evidence would have stood up on its own.
Maybe.
It gets dropped off because she doesn't want to get taken to the Cheesecake Factory.
I mean, yeah, maybe. So
we just got to. You can't deal with. You can't.
So
there's no more sitting there and trying to like. Let me tell you why. It can't be that way anymore. It just can't.
Fortunately, that's the way it is.
And
what I will say is
no,
that this is not an uncommon theme, and this is what I'm going to show you next. So,
oh Jesus Christ!
I'm not going to show you a video. What I am going to show you is a list. Now, this is a list that has gone viral for the last. I think this went viral the last couple of weeks, so a little bit before we kind of went on our hiatus of not posting. But This is a list of places women say are bad for a first date. Okay, very similar vein for what we're talking about here. I think you're gonna get a nice little kick out of it. Let me. Well, we wanted to see your face, you know. So I'm gonna pull up the list. Now, I'm not too familiar with this particular website, but this is not the original posters as far as I'm aware. So this is a list that effectively for one
Cheesecake Factory
is Cake Factory.
Applebee's, Chili's, Forrest,
Chipotle. So
Olive Garden.
So hold on.
Let me explain top five.
Let's go.
Top
five.
Top
let's
five.
go through one.
Top five. All right. We got Cheesecake Factory at number 1.
Yep.
Applebee's at number 2.
Yep.
Chili's at number 3. Chipotle at number 4, and number 5, Olive Garden. Now,
okay, so
number
so
6.
hold on.
I want to honorable mention number 6 is the movies. Which let's continue.
Okay, let's. Would you take it first? Top 5. Say these.
All of them. Chipotle is debatable. Like, I wouldn't take Chipotle. Like, that's a little weird, but
rest you'd be fine.
Sure, why not?
So for me, right? I think.
Again, honorable mention. The movies, I feel like is.
I have my own reasons why.
Okay.
We can talk about that.
Okay.
So let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. Me personally, I don't know if I would take somebody, but that's more like a.
It's like a weird place. They have okay food. I think it's okay. It's decent. It's alright.
I don't know.
I
don't know. But like that's like for me that's like a different thing. Like regardless of whether
you got to remember food plus environment. Like that's what equals out to the total. Like so like
sure.
When you consider the environment of Cheesecake Factory plus their food, it's somewhat comparable. It's okay. It's a little overpriced once you say that. Little, like not a lot. It's okay.
So for me, like, would I take a date to a chain restaurant? Me, I don't think I would necessarily that as a. Now, there are very different demographics. Some people, some towns, they have a cheesecake factory. I think Chipotle.
Yeah,
I think it's
like
I think
McDonald's.
Like
it doesn't number 4 is
really.
Yeah.
It is pretty fucking.
I don't know who's going on a first date to Chipotle.
Like okay, like, so like imagine like you're.
If I showed up to Chipotle as a woman, I'd be like,
like if you're in like high school, right? That much money, like that kind of makes sense, right? Here,
okay,
maybe kind of depends on like this app.
Click it off. Click it off. Off it goes. Yes. That one too. Yeah. What about that one with the do more together? Okay, we don't have to get rid of that one. Anyways,
really think like if you're like high school, right? The appropriate. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. Me in this stage,
depending on what women were polled in this.
Yeah, it's all demographic based.
Right.
So
like if you're polling 30-year-old, you probably.
I don't think
you're 30 and above going to Cheesecake Factory on the first date.
So for me, right, it's like okay, Applebee's, Chili's. That's an automatic no-go for a first date. For first date, like Applebee's or Chili's, like.
So on your first date, you would just prefer drinks. You just prefer to kick back, relax, understand who this person is.
So for me, I think the idea of a first date being dinner is a very difficult.
Why?
I don't think it's always the case. Say dinner date, like literally being forced to talk entire time. If there's any lull conversation, then it's like it's a detriment. It's a detriment to the potential beginnings.
Okay.
So I don't. I personally is a.
But if you were gonna go on a dinner time, excluding these top 5, where would you go?
I mean, I would choose someplace probably local.
such as New Mexico is where you reside, and Albuquerque probably where it's gonna be.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think it depends, right? Like, go for. I like the idea of breakfast. It's less like
Yeah, because
yeah.
thank you, Dick. No, in the morning.
Nah,
OJ.
You're trying to get mimosas.
Yeah, I'm not trying. Not meaning.
But like it depends on your vibe, right? I think any local probably better than any place in general for if you're gonna go for like that dinner date vibe kind of thing.
So first date you're going to a local place, regardless.
Yeah, probably. I would say yeah. I think over any chain restaurant, yeah, for sure.
So you're in the demographic of
no. I'm not saying I'm
to an extent you are.
I'm not saying that
because you're like to the higher standards of men, you should be taking me to first date.
No, I'm saying that I would not take a date to Applebee's, Chili's.
But you would take her to a local restaurant, which is a chain. She's right in your explanation.
Not
agree
because
with her.
Not because of the chain thing, but more because of I think the food is generally better at a local restaurant than any of the chain restaurants.
Okay, but what does your food preference have to matter about the environment having this person in?
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. What do you mean by environment? Because I think I would say that you would have the same or very similar environments to these chain restaurants.
Little Anita's, 4th Street.
It's not really a sit down.
And it kind of is.
Is it?
Sit down. You can sit down there.
On 4th?
For a second. Right there. Little Anita's. Little house.
Talking about Juanita's?
Juanita's, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
A little different.
One of the Anitas.
A little different.
A little Anita's. Anyways. You go sit there. She ain't gonna be overwhelmed if you pull her out of the North Valley. And by what I mean by that is if you take a white girl to a Mexican restaurant in Albuquerque, she's not gonna be overwhelmed. She's gonna be scared.
I mean, yeah, sure.
And it's a nice place. I like it. But like, she's like, what's going on? What's going on?
Okay, look, listen.
Who's coming around me?
Listen, nice is relative. Okay,
like
nice is relative.
The point is like you gotta find a place that is like standardized for like a place to just sit and meet and talk. I don't need to take you to some back wall place that you ain't never heard of and you've lived here 12 years. This should be a place that I should be able to take you that 90% of Americans go to. That's where all of this shit comes from.
It's disarming. It's disarming, right?
Why the fuck am I taking you to a place that you've never seen and you've lived here your whole fucking life, bro? Like it makes no sense. You trying to take me to a local restaurant and it's like take you to the back alleys. You've never seen this alligator restaurant before, but just first time you should take it to a standardized place that is like McDonald's. I'm not saying take her to McDonald's, but I'm saying like a place that is like
well known.
Like everyone goes there. People know where you're at. That should be the standard. You shouldn't want to meet them on a back alley on your first date.
I completely agree. I think
so. It should be standardized.
So what I will say, like
I'm not saying McDonald's is the first date either. Don't get that misconstrued, motherfuckers.
What I will say is that from my perspective, I think that it seems more classy if you take a lady out on a first date to some place that is, and that's again, this is my personal view.
But you're arguing the same point as her, though.
No,
It's because she's like, you shouldn't be taking me on a chain restaurant or for a date.
I think Cheesecake Factory is kind of an exception to the rule, especially here in Albuquerque, because it is one of the higher end areas.
You should be just not having those exceptions in the first place.
Again, it's less about it being a chain restaurant and more about like, let's go to this particular restaurant because I think the food is good. So, like, if I were to think that the Cheesecake Factory had like really good food, right? Nobody can say that the Cheesecake Factory does not have good, right?
Of course.
W Cheesecake.
This is what they're for.
Their name is literally the Cheesecake fucking Factory.
From McDonald's and you get something with Mick in it, of course it's gonna be good.
Well, everything has Mick in it, bro. They make nuggies. I had some of those last night. They were fucking.
It's fire, ain't it?
Big W. Mick W.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking good.
If it's in the name, is what they good at. Unfortunately,
it is what they good at.
Fortunately, whichever one.
Yeah.
You can at least identify from the road. Cheesecake, good.
But again, from my personal opinion, would I take somebody to a chain restaurant? Probably not. I would probably go to something local. Okay, we do have a question. We're gonna answer this question in the chat real quick.
I can't read.
They're saying random question: if you could choose anyone to see get tickled. Sorry, excuse me, get tickled as a prank, who would it be? What the fuck?
Trump. That'd be funny. Be cute.
Stop, please.
It'd just be cute. It'd just be cute. Okay, but if it wasn't gonna be a president, let me just exclude those ones. Jada Pink. Be like diggle, don't touch me. Like,
oh man, this is a whole conversation that we could go down if we went down the Jada Pinkett Smith shit.
I mean,
this could be really bad. Okay, no, because we got to stay on topic. Stay on topic.
Who's that?
It's already.
Oh yeah, it's in the rules
like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So, who would I pick to tickle?
Man,
I don't know. You're saying Jada?
Yeah, Jada.
Who would I pick? I don't know, actually. Ryan Reynolds. I think he'd fuck around and find out.
Okay.
Would he fuck me? I fuck him? Yes.
I have no.
Not even gay, but like, yeah.
Like, I have no issues with Ryan Reynolds. I agree with the first name. Yeah.
EMS says that they would tickle Justin Bieber.
Clapping around would be cute.
Yeah?
I think so.
You think so?
Be like, baby, stop tickling. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You hear it. You already hear it. So, I think Justin Bieber would be up there. Taylor Swift would write a couple. Maybe 3 if you're that good of a tickler.
Yeah,
you're getting 3 out of Taylor.
Hey, yo, Stacks. Welcome. Let's get back on the topic.
But like tickling though.
What do you?
Anyways.
What? So we probably got about 20 minutes, or we should probably end. We talked about probably the top 5. Okay, so let's go into top 6 dates that should not. Yes. Let's. So the reason that I say that, because generally when you take a lady, whatever the fuck your preference is, you go to the movies, is there a lot of opportunity to connect. I think generally like a first date should be that, like if you take a first date out to necessarily get that right. Generally in silence, and maybe you might do,
well,
what's up, baby? Like fucking arm. And I think like maybe in high school, that's probably school. Probably not the best.
I think movie is a good follow up.
Yeah. So like you do like dinner and
so that's why I'm like confused about it. I'm like, it's if you go to Applebee's,
if you go to Applebee's, yeah,
and you have a good time, I don't think a movie afterward is a bad idea.
Sure. I think you get into like, for me, I think you get into that forced to talk and no talking. But like it could be like maybe you go to Applebee's for the
you don't go to a movie you want to watch.
Maybe go to those Applebee's for a fucking like $5 margarita or fucking $5 margaritas, and then you go to the movies just because like fuck it.
Yes, I'm not saying sit there and have a meal.
Yeah, I think these perspectives
you have like appetizers and a couple of drinks.
Sure, I think this perspective.
Right, which that again, it depends on what traffic this.
What about your house?
No.
Never.
Do that.
Don't do that.
Okay. If it is really bad on your first date, you really want this first date to know where you live. It's that simple.
Fair.
We could put that to bed in that sentence.
Okay. What about any fast food chain?
Really depends on where you met this person. Right. If you met her at McDonald's and you're like, want to go to Burger King? She might be down. It might be okay.
Get some fucking.
It might be okay.
Honestly, them chicken fingies.
All right.
I'd shove them up.
I'll be like, them in me.
Put them in real hard.
That's what I'm saying. Spicy and all.
More pepper, the better.
No dipping sauce.
No. What? You want lube? Little ranch lube?
Dipping sauce.
No buff. No.
But it really depends on where. Because if you meet them at like an expensive place such as Cheesecake Factory, and you're like, you want to meet me at Burger King, problem.
So you're dipping too far down the down the totem pole.
Yeah.
So it's like the okay.
You get it.
What about B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings?
If you want to get nasty real quick, okay.
B-Dubs or Wingstop?
I feel like all of these really identify the person that you're gonna be with. I really feel that.
Okay.
Like if you're gonna go to the movies on the first date and you actually click off, you have a specific trajectory. You know what I mean? If you go to Wingstop, you know she's dirty because she liked to get dirty.
She just likes wings, bro.
Likes to get dirty.
Some
get dirty.
adult chicken nugget. So acceptable or acceptable?
Depends on who you are. What do you mean?
Yes, your perspective, yes or no?
Of
B-Dubs, Wingstop. Acceptable first date, yes or no?
I don't really like wings that much. Like they're good, but
yes
I'm like,
yes or no?
No.
For either?
I wouldn't go there.
Okay.
What about you? Wait, why is this all on me?
I would also say no.
Okay.
For either. Red Lobster.
I feel like that's all right. It's okay. It's not the greatest place to go, but it's okay.
Red Lobster's pretty fucking expensive.
For really mediocre food,
it's pretty expensive. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. I would not personally.
I'm not a lobster fan. Let me perhaps. Alright. Okay.
Buffet.
No.
The
fuck?
Fuck no.
If you take a girl to a buffet and she's like, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. You
fucking take me to that shit. I'll fucking eat the fuck out them fucking.
You know
the girl that you're.
Oh, you know.
Honestly, if you're taking there, then you're also that kind of guy.
Yeah, and you're already happy.
And you getting the whole buffet, and then you get in the whole second buffet.
And then she says, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she leaves. You still got the buffet.
Yeah, and then if not, then you're also doing the buffet after.
You know what kind of person you are.
Going to a buffet.
Yeah, and she says yes to a buffet. You know what kind of is.
Okay.
I feel like all of these you know.
Okay, IHOP or Denny's? No. 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 The only reason that I would ever say that this is a good first date is like if you went to a fucking festival, till like a fucking EDM festival, any music festival, until fucking like 4 a.m. in the morning, and you're like, let's go out to fucking IHOP or Denny's. It's like the only thing that's fucking open.
I was thinking. I was like New Year's Eve, you're at the
New
club,
Year's Eve,
and you're like, hey, yo, this was actually fire.
First kiss, let's see where this goes. Yeah.
There's nothing open.
Let's go. IHOP Denny's.
Yeah, they open.
The only thing that's there.
Yeah.
I think that's acceptable.
Yeah.
That's the only situation.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I could find exceptions for all of these.
Yeah. Otherwise, no.
Yeah. The gym. Wait, go to
the gym as a first date.
I'm gonna say gym, don't. No. Church, no. Starbucks, maybe. Coffee date, maybe. Ice cream date. It depends if you're trying to fucking shit your brains out and if you're lactose.
Wait.
Family functions.
You're going way
that is weird. You're trying to take people to meet your family right off the rip. That's kind of crazy.
This fucking guy.
Movie night at your crib, again, crazy. You give your fucking 2 cents on it right off the rip. Go.
Gym, no. Church, you into Jesus? Both of you like big churchgoers?
No.
Still, I would say no. Like, sure, if you're into that. Starbucks coffee dates, same thing. I personally think that a coffee date is a good first date. Just
low on the list, it's 17.
Just to feel people that initial interaction, right? I think that's a ice cream date. I think that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute.
It's 1930s. Like, you want to get a banana split?
Yeah, it is.
No one gives a fuck.
It is a little old. But I don't think that should probably be your own.
I feel like ice cream dates and movies should be in the same category, like relatively, but they're not.
Don't disagree.
They're not. They're in two completely different
family functions.
Who the fuck does that?
No.
On your first date?
Fuck no.
Let me meet you. My
family.
let me introduce you to my fucking grandparents right quick.
No way I'm introducing anybody to my family on the first date. Way.
That should be higher than fucking Cheesecake fucking Factory.
Yeah. Agreed.
What?
Agreed. Okay. Movie night. It depends on what you're going for. I don't think
it depends on the movie.
Yeah. What? No.
Well,
I think a movie night, like
Saving Private Ryan first night.
Like I think, well, sure, but like I think like movie night at your place. I think this goes in like the same, like hand in hand with like your house. Like, come to my house and let's have a date.
Right.
No.
Yeah, you don't want.
If you're trying to fuck, sure. Like if you're trying to like do something more, no.
I mean, really, you don't want that person
in your space.
I don't want you knowing where I live.
100%.
Me personally.
Yeah.
If I want to Netflix and chill, let's meet at your house. If you don't even want that.
Yeah, they do. Probably bad.
As long as they can load a movie.
That's
all I kind of fucking care about.
Okay, somewhere that requires a long drive. So I'm also going off of this screen.
What?
This is one of. So the date would be any place that requires a long.
Who the fuck on a 3-hour drive with someone they don't even know?
Exactly.
Fuck that.
Fucking bird.
Why are these lower than the Cheesecake Factory? It makes no fucking sense to me. Well, that scroll, we need that port. For if you got some weird spark it, go ahead and sip it. Go ahead and throw it back.
Take the shot for camaraderie. Hey, EMS, Dr. D. Hi. Thank you guys for.
So, number 23, we got bowling. 24, nightclubs. 25, hookah bar. 26, a bar, just drinks. 27, Waffle House. And 20. So let's start at 23, bowling.
I think bowling is a perfectly acceptable. I think it's a great option. The only reason being is right is like you can have the conversation, but there's also an activity that you're doing.
On the list.
It doesn't make sense to me that this would be on the list at all.
This whole list has proven to me that if there's a reason to bitch about it, you're going to bitch about it.
Yeah, sure.
So, if you were to remove all of these items off the list, what would be left?
Yeah, exactly.
What would be left?
Exactly.
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
So nightclubs, nightclubs probably don't scream first date to me.
It seems like where you would meet a first date.
Be a potential first date. Potential date later.
The pre-date. The preschool to the date, if you will. Like you were meeting someone and you're like, hey, you want to go on a date?
Yeah. I agree with that. Nightclub, no. Hookah bar, is that even a thing? People still smoke hookah?
I don't know, but it'd be dope to do on this podcast.
Would be kind of dope.
Just to fucking cheat back and forth. Have our own fucking tubes.
Shisha.
Honestly, next podcast idea, new equipment.
Okay. Might have to do that. A bar for just drinks. I am not opposed to this. I kind of think that a bar for just drinks is an okay option. For me, I think it's more of like less of a bar, like more of like a I
think we can agree that you're right.
Huh?
Why is Waffle House on there?
Yeah,
so
I know.
High. So low, whichever way you want to look at it.
It's pretty fucking high up there for all the date options. A Waffle House.
Why is that lower?
I think
than the
I think that's worse.
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, it's worse than the Cheesecake Factory for sure. In my opinion.
Why is
it's pretty bad.
Sports event?
I think a sports event is actually a good first date. It's the same. It's the same vein.
Stupid because if you take all the there's literally nothing left as a fucking man to take you to.
What the fuck are you gonna do, man? Like,
take you camping. Let me take you out to the woods where you're not gonna see your fucking family and not have self-service.
No. That's the 2-hour, 3-hour. That's the long drive. Can't do that.
You could date someone.
So like where the yeah, but that's probably depends on.
You're probably right.
So like, what do you do? Where do you take lovely ladies or men on dates?
If the only option you have is what you said, take them to a local
restaurant, and
that's
like
it.
Pray to God, they're not like like super.
You have nothing else. Hey, let this be known as posted by Fox, which
Fox 59. I don't know what that is. Again, I'm not affiliated with Fox.
I know, but which is funny, but it's like a little bit of like a Republican standpoint of point of view.
Yeah, sure.
It makes sense.
The original posting is not from this. Just to be very clear,
right? But the consensus is you can't do shit.
The consensus is that men should just fucking die.
You should fucking die and stop trying. And then when you stop trying, how dare you?
How dare you? Because you didn't try.
Exactly. Rule of thumb: men are always wrong.
Well,
was that the last video you had?
That was the last one. Yeah, I think we came to a lot of agreement actually on most of these places. I think
are perfectly acceptable. And if you're a woman that does not want to go to, I'm not saying like if a man pulls you up to Chipotle, you should be like, yay, at fucking 28. No. If you 18 and you pulling up to Chipotle, you'd be like, cool.
If you're in high school, some of these options, in my opinion, make complete sense.
Complete sense. Like, some of these places are awesome. As first day for depending on age. Again, if you pull women in their 40s and you say any of these places, I don't disagree with you. Keep your standards high.
Keep them high.
But these are not standards that should be set across all women, across all ages.
Definitely not realistic.
Definitely not. Out of high school and like, hey, I got a fucking $30 allowance for the Chipotle.
Chipotle, I love Chipotle.
Like, fuck yeah, I get half of your income for the month. you feel me? You shouldn't be like, damn, you only just taking me to fucking Chipotle. You should take a little bit more consideration of what man is doing. Where is he taking you?
I think I would agree with you on that one, my friend. Well, I think we have hit the 2-hour mark of this podcast.
You're saying is we hit rock bottom?
We have hit rock bottom. We have hit the bottom. There are no more dates of which we can take you all out in the chat too. Because if we did, you would probably record a video of us taking you to the Cheesecake Factory and complain.
I could take you to. It's cheap.
Is it?
But it'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
At least you get to pick your own lobster out of that little claw machine.
They don't have a claw machine. Do they? No, they have the tank still.
I'm gonna pick the lobster.
Eats. What? Man. What the fuck? When? I've never seen that.
Yeah. A couple decades ago.
We're old. Couple decades?
I mean,
when you were 8?
Probably.
Huh.
They had it back in the day.
Don't remember that.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. Well, hey, chat, thank you guys so much for joining us. I think we are probably going to end this podcast episode number 4 untitled again because we still don't have a fucking name for our podcast.
We'll stay on for another.
Yeah. Does anybody have any names in the chat? If you guys are here, throw any names out. I don't think. Nobody's here.
Yeah, maybe they'll be here later.
Next time. Well, hey, again, thank you guys so much for joining us. We definitely appreciate you guys being here and listening to our
banter
and our dumbassery. I don't know if we accomplished much, but we did talk. And if you are a lady in the chat, I'm so sorry. And also, maybe this gives you some perspective into the male brain.
Phenom?
Maybe.
That's a big word for me.
That is a big word for you.
Yeah.
It's only like
6
letters.
What? 6 letters, 2 syllables. Hey, look, we're
same difference.
2 brain cells.
2 brain cells.
We figured it out.
Hey, thank you guys again so much for being here. We definitely appreciate it. If you guys have any thoughts or comments, we would greatly appreciate you guys dropping that either in the chat here if you guys are live with us or if you guys are listening on YouTube. We definitely appreciate it. We'll be posting this probably the next day. I will be uploading and or editing this tomorrow. Within 24 hours, we'll be out. So you guys better fucking watch it. If you don't, I'll be pissed.
I love you if you don't. If this
I won't love you that much. Maybe I will. Full love. Wait. Whatever he said. If you guys want to follow us on any of our socials, they have been posted in my chat. If not, you can follow me in the descriptions down below. I will have links to my Twitter, Discord channels, and everything else. I think Instagram as well. I usually do post clips of our podcasts when I get the chance. So we definitely appreciate any feedback that you guys might have. So if you guys have any feedback or comments, suggestions, differing opinions, we always love that.
Always.
It always sparks good conversation. We're definitely not ones to shy away from that, I don't think. We are definitely interesting duo. So we may not always agree with you, but we definitely appreciate any differing opinions.
Yeah, and any understand. Play no ads. Get a stupid ad. Then
it ain't us.
We ain't get.
We don't choose.
That would show you.
Yeah.
I
don't wear makeup, so L'Oreal.
Have a good night.
Have fun with that. Okay. Again, thank you guys so much for fucking joining us. Catch you in the next one. Okay. Thank you guys. Catch you later.
Peace.
Deuces.